Hey guys, Todd Hart, the oil guy. And today I want to jump on and talk about managing our stress. We find ourselves in a very uncertain time, a lot of uncertainty. Things are changing day by day. We're not really sure what's going on. And a lot of us now are working from home, or some people have lost their job, they've been laid off. The children are home from school. So there's a lot of stress in our homes right now. And we all know that the havoc that stress can wreak on our bodies if left unchecked. So today, instead of focusing on immune system and immunity, I really want to focus on our stress level. So I want to just give you a couple of little key things that you can do, little helpful hints, maybe some suggestions. Certainly, there'll be a lot of talk about oils. I am the oil guy. So first thing I want to talk about is meditation. I'm a big fan of meditation. Each morning when I wake up, I meditate for 15 minutes. I do that even before I do my morning prayers. And it just sets the tone for the day, puts you in a good mood, raises your vibration level. And I notice that when I don't do that, things can affect me more so than when I do take the time to meditate. I'm much more calmer. I can just approach life in a very different way, a much grounded way. And I like to also meditate in the middle of the day for a few minutes, and then I do it before I go to bed at night. And it's sort of a gratefulness, gratitude practice and a meditation practice. So I encourage you while you're home, we all talk about we want to reduce our stress, we want to get into better shape. Like we all have these lofty goals. The summer of George, my daughter and I call it, if you're a Seinfeld fan, of all these things that we want to do. And usually we get too busy. Well, right now, we're sort of got more time than really we'll ever have probably in our lives. So take advantage of this time and start putting together some routines. And one of the things about children is actually when you're forced to work from home for the first time, if this is the first time you're working from home, you're going to find there's a lot of distractions. And it's very hard to focus on your job and on your business when you're working from home. There's laundry that you see in the corner that needs to get done. There's cleaning that needs to get done. There's dishes that are left over from last night, whatever it may be. Now think about your children. They're not as disciplined as you are. And they're at their house. There's the dog, there's the cat, there's you, there's video games, there's TV, there's so much excitement. So because kids crave routine, really think about creating a routine and a structure while you're home. Make sure they're getting up at a certain time. Make sure they're doing things at certain times during the day because there's safety in that for children. And give them a little extra leeway right now. They might be a little cranky. They might be scared. They're going to look at you and you're going to kind of be who they model and who they mimic. So take the time for yourself to meditate. Make sure you're working out, go for a walk, practice social distance. You can still go for a walk in your neighborhood, just don't get within 6 feet of people. Tim Hightower did a video in this series on doTERRA. You can go to the doTERRA YouTube channel and you can see it, and you can do a workout right at your home. You don't even need weights and you can still get your workout in. Practice yoga. There's a lot of free yoga instruction right now online. There's a lot of meditation, there's a lot of mindfulness instruction. Go to YouTube, just Google it and just see what feels right to you. There's so many out there that you can do. I also encourage you to unplug from social media. I know it's a way that people are connecting, but use it strategically to connect with people and then step back. Don't get caught up in the scroll hole and go down the rabbit hole and just sit there flipping through it all day, because you're going to get caught up in a lot of negativity, and then you're going to bring that negativity into your home. Your kids are going to pick up on it, and it's just not going to be really good energy in your family. Unplug from the news, turn the news off. Please don't have the news on when your kids are in the house, because they're going to hear all these scary things. They're not going to know what that means. They're not going to feel safe. So I encourage you, have a set time where you're alone, watching the news, get your daily feed from that so you know what's going on, then unplug and turn it off. Get out of the house as best you can, go for a walk, get out in the sunshine, make it fun. And one of the things I want to talk about is, someone said to me the other day, I'm really concerned about my children walking into a grocery store and seeing an empty store. And so communicate with your children. Your kids know what's going on. So sit down with them. In the military, they taught us to improvise, overcome, adapt. So make it a game with your kids. Maybe someone got laid off. Maybe money's a little tight right now. Come together as a family and talk about, how can we cut corners? Like, where can we maybe stop spending in certain areas? Maybe when you go to the store, you can have your kids make it a game. who can find the toilet paper. Teach them about getting up early. We all know the early bird gets the worm. Right now, the early bird gets the toilet paper. Where my wife and I, when we go to the store, we're going once a week like normal. We're not hoarding anything. We're just getting what we need. And I take that time to practice gratitude. I'm thankful to the people that work at the store. So try not to get frustrated with the people that work at the store. They're just doing their job. They're putting themselves at risk. They're leaving their families behind just to come serve and help us. So be nice to them, practice gratitude, be grateful, say thank you to them, be kind. This is a good time to practice kindness. And the thoughts that you have in your head about what this is and what it means and what it's going to be is really what you're going to attract into your life. So I encourage you to watch your thoughts and think about it's going to end. There is going to be another side of this. There will be a light at the end of the tunnel. We will get through it. So just have those thoughts in your head, not the doomsday thoughts, because they don't help anybody. So let's talk about oils. One last thing I want to mention is check on the elderly. A lot of elderly people are kind of distancing themselves. I heard Lady Gaga say the other day, I'm not going to visit my parents or my grandparents, and I feel badly about that. I encourage you to reach out to people that you know are sheltered in place, especially the elderly. They can get very lonely. Make sure they have some oils. Make sure they've got their little diffusers going with the oils. Make sure you set them up. You can leave them on their front doorstep. You don't have to come in contact with them. Leave them a little box. Check on your neighbors. Make sure everybody's okay. And just be there for people. This is a chance for us to practice humanity and really love on each other. And so let's make sure we're doing that. And let's not turn it to where it gets ugly. Because humanity can, the feed the wolf, or was it feed the wolf or feed the sheep inside you, or whatever the term is. Practice gratitude, practice love right now. Let's talk about oils. The three I want to go to first that most of us have are the basics: frankincense, lavender, and lemon. And most of us start off with one of the intro kits that have those oils. So this is frankincense. I encourage you to put 3-4 drops in your diffuser. Lavender, again, 3-4 drops, and then lemon, maybe 6 to 8 drops of lemon. Turn it on and run it. And one of the things about this is it's going to create a very grounding atmosphere in your home, very calming atmosphere in your home, and it's just going to create a really pleasant environment to be in. So those are my 3 favorites that I think most of us probably have. And then I'm going to get into some specialty oils that you may or may not have, but if you do, certainly use them. The first oil that I put on my feet when I get out of bed in the morning is Balance. It's the grounding blend, and I call this liquid meditation. Just put a drop on the bottom of each foot when you wake up in the morning, and you can put it a little bit on your wrists. You can put it behind your ears, back of your neck, but I'm a big, big fan of Balance. My stock of Balance is always, 5 or 6 deep because I never want to run out of it. Next one I want to talk about is Copaiba. I jokingly refer to Copaiba as the poor man's frankincense. It's from a tree in Brazil, very grounding. Put a drop under your tongue. They call that sublingual. Let it sit for 30 seconds and you can swallow it. It's going to just sort of, chill out all the edges. Great for cellular health. There's so many benefits to Copaiba oil. Just a drop under the tongue is all you need. And you can also put this in the diffuser. You can put it on the bottom of your feet, but my favorite one is to drop under the tongue. Do that 3-4 times a day, and I think you're going to feel the difference, and it's going to help you in this time. Another favorite of mine is Adaptive. Adaptive is a blend of oils. That's not really showing up so well on the camera. It's the calming blend, and just put this in the diffuser, and you'll thank me later. Add this to the diffuser. I love adding lemon to this, and it just creates this really beautiful scent. Then there are specific citrus oils. So I always like to tell people, you want a base, right? You want to create a base when you're creating a blend, an essential oil blend, an aroma blend in your diffuser, and you want to create a base. Use patchouli, use vetiver, use frankincense. Think like tree roots. Those are really nice ones to do. And then you want to add some citrus notes to it, some high notes to it. So I'm a big fan. I'm old school. I love wild orange. I just think wild orange is a beautiful oil. Tangerine is another one that you can use. There's a few blends that you can buy. Elevation is the joyful blend. So that's a really good one to remember. I mentioned the elderly people, your grandparents, your parents. That's a good oil for them to put in their diffuser. Citrus Bliss, the invigorating blend. Maybe you add this one if you get the kids around. It's a great oil to have. Another oil I want to mention that you may not think about is cypress oil. Cypress oil is the oil of movement. I would add a couple of drops of this to your diffuser blend during the day because we're all sort of sheltered. Some of us are forced to be sheltered in place right now around the country, around the world. And cypress is the oil of movement. It's going to create a movement of energy in your home and your bodies. So this might help if you're going a little stir crazy, get some cypress oil in there. And I think that you're going to enjoy that and feel the difference. And then lastly, I just want to talk about two supplements that we have. One of them is Adaptive. And Adaptive is a gel cap that you can take internally. I take one of these a day in the morning. And this is going to, again, calming. Think about calming. It's the calming blend. So Adaptive is your friend. The oil, the Adaptive oil is not for internal use. The capsule is different than what's in here. This is for internal use. There is also the Adaptive Touch, which is a roll-on. Again, get this, roll it on your wrists, back of your neck, behind your ears. You've got the emotional aromatherapy line. You can see how beat up this is because I carry this with me everywhere I go. And this has a lot of amazing oils in it. You've got Cheer, you've got Console, you've got Forgive, Passion, Motivate. I'm missing one. I don't remember what the other one is that I'm missing because it's so worn out. But this, if you have these, are great to carry with you. And maybe when you're out and about, maybe you are visiting your parents, this is a good oil to bring for them and just leave with them. Because if they're feeling a little lonely, this is a great oil. And then the last one I'll talk about is Serenity. Serenity is the restful complex. So take one of these before bed, one or two. I take one. I'm 6'4", I'm about 210. I take one a night and it's good. I wake up in the morning feeling refreshed. I have a great sleep. So anyone that maybe is struggling with sleep at this time, I would pop one of these before bed. And there's a Serenity oil that you can put in the blend. My favorite blend at bedtime is Serenity Oil Blend, Breathe, and Tangerine. That's my jam right now for going to bed. So I hope this helps you. Again, a lot of this is mindset. You know, if you can work on yourself, take this opportunity. You may never be given this amount of time with your family again. So enjoy it. Spend time reading books. Spend time playing with your children. Get creative and really enjoy this time because you may never, ever have this amount of time with your children again. It's a blessing. It's a gift. Enjoy it. And go into it with that mindset. Everything's going to be okay. We'll get through it. We'll get through it together. Make sure you're practicing social distance. Stay home if you don't have to be out. If you got to go grocery shopping, fine, but practice social distancing. And we will get through this together. And I think we're going to get through this stronger. And I think you might see a better people coming out on the other side. I think this might actually improve humanity. And perhaps it was needed. Maybe we were going down a path that now we needed this little wake-up call to remind us who we are and the love that we have in our hearts. So I'm Todd Hart. I'm the oil guy. I hope this helped. Use your oils, practice mindfulness, practice meditation. Make sure you move your body during this time. Don't just sit and watch TV, watch the news and eat cookies and stress eat. Take care of yourself. And this time is a gift. Use it wisely. Take care.